I'm going to talk about the house. I'm going to talk about the house that today, every single time I go check in her house and I see this house, I am terrified. I am afraid. My body aches, rips my heart. It is not human. She have a home. She lost all the benefits. She could have the disaster naturally supposed to give you her money to replace her TV or furniture to fix inside the house. She couldn't have that because she could not come here. The court, the judge, prohibited this mother bringing her child to her home. So what I did, I have to pay her ticket to come in here to clean her home because I couldn't do it myself. I was full of water. And the baby could not come with her. And the baby gets angry and say, Mommy, why can't I go to my home? This child growing up, watching this injustice, psychologically, they destroying this child. Every single day, they live in New Jersey. This child losing her life. This child just saving her home. She feels safe just here. There is no one in New Jersey. And also, the woman that collect the rent where she lives is a friend of the sister-in-law that is informer of this man. Because if I have money, if the judge would be fair, because I beg this judge, I say, put them in front of me. Put the sister-in-law, the brother, the doctors, DIFES, the police, everybody in front of me. I will tell them, each one, the crime they commit. Accomplices knew the baby was abused and didn't do nothing. Because my niece, what she do the best, I take care of her daughter. As a mother, she the best mommy. But she can't argument. She cannot. She have to write everything because her panic. She do not control her heart. She have to write everything. She spends nights writing her speech. She have to get things. That is why they take advantage of her. But she did make it clear. She asked each judge, DIFES, each doctor, he abused my child. Oh yes, she did. 2.5 years old, she told DIFES. 3, the baby was 3. And they lied. Each reporter that my niece did asked to save her daughter, asked to come home, asked, please, he's abusing my child, believe me. They would change her words and call her crazy because they believe of the biological father. While this man stimulate this child sexually, abuse, molest, and torture, he was passing her for crazy. Each word this man say in evaluation is a lie. And I beg the judge to let me show her. I ask her and I ask the last judge, let me show you who this monster is for the sake of this child. The mother was obligated to put his name in a birth certificate. She didn't know by the law. They took advantage of her. She took to the court the brother of the godfather that I don't know how he's a lawyer. I do not know how he can be a lawyer. He let this man put his name in a birth certificate of this child. This child cry and say, he's not my father. He did this to me. Never accept his name. The teacher called the mommy, saying why the baby was so upset, won't call by his name. And you know how he did? Because the baby never accepted his name. This man, the biological father, took Davis to the school in Bloomfield, New Jersey, walked there with Davis, talked to the teachers, telling the teachers the mommy is crazy. The mommy wants to take my daughter from me. And the teacher, the principal, in the Bloomfield school believe on them. My niece told me, Auntie, the principal do not believe me. The teacher did not talk to me anymore. And the baby, the daughter, never learned in school, at this school. She learned here in Florida with the wonderful teacher, an angel. They gave her a special class and knew because I spoke to her and I say to her, this child suffered too much and that she dedicated in 4 months the baby started learning how to read, how to write at 6 years old. So all this that I'm telling you, I could never say to the judges. In my testimony, I spoke about half an hour. For 20 minutes, the pedophile did not say objection because he did not expect that I would say the name of the police, that the baby called 911, and about the three police. When we went back to the Harris Police Department, we did not find the third police, because I have the third one, the one that when the biological father took the baby in February 19, 2020, without the permission of the mother, and kidnapped her for 5 days. And my niece drove 2 hours a night crying, got to the police, and said, please get my daughter back. He's abusing my child cannot be there. My child has went through hell, take antibiotic after he put infection on her, torture her, he sexually molested my child. The police already knew then, because in November 2020, my niece Joe make the police report. I think I told that before, but if you watch this video now, you watch since the beginning, because it's so much that I started to say one thing, but I will spend the rest of my life telling this story because it's 8 years. It's a lot of things I'm leaving out because I'm desperate, because tomorrow can be too late. So I'm telling you that this court system condemning a mother, and this child today is 9 years old, is still in New Jersey. They have no place to live there. She cannot work there because the court, they did radio house for years, and that she not supposed to live there. She was obligated to live in New Jersey. She spent, please listen to me, she spent, since the baby was 1 year old, begging to move to her home here. And every year they deny the baby was suffering. 14 until 2.5, the baby was mentally tortured, going to visitations with this man. Then, when she was 2.5, the judge gave this man 50% of the custody. This judge, my niece, spent 2 years begging him, my daughter afraid of him, he's abusing her, please don't give my daughter to this man. The judge told her, he will have his daughter. If you, that's the words of this judge for my niece, that I left a message for him. Of course, the secretary blocked me already because I wish I know how to write English, because my mind is too tired. They don't know technology to go translate to the Google. So, I'm very tired. And also, I never learned because my husband used to do everything. Then he has a stroke. And after my husband had a stroke, I spent 8 years back and forth. I want to have time. I want to have time to go learn to do the computer, but I do not. Because I spent day and night in the phone with my niece, calming her down, telling her what to do. Because she has no one else over there. And I have to go back and forth. So, oh my God, I forgot what I was telling. So anyway, this paper here is the baby telling the mommy, he let me poop in my pants. This picture here, I have a video. The judge did not see this because has to show to the exhibits. And my niece couldn't do it. And my niece, the mommy say, Your Honor, let me tell you what he did to my daughter. He didn't give food to her. And then my niece could not explain because I have to go to exhibits. And then when she said that in writing, the judge doesn't even hear that. It's like because she said that my testimony was not credible, that the mother influenced the child, that the mother can work in New Jersey. 21 September, she said that she make the man innocent, no come to Florida, you not go home, you can work. How she knows she can work and survive in New Jersey? Is this judge spend nights and days in the apartment in Bloomfield watching the baby rip her skin? This judge saw this baby coming home and showed the mommy, look mommy, what he did to me. He don't let me take my shower. He hurting me with his long nails all the time. He don't let me take my shower. And this mommy begged doctors and judges to believe her. How can a judge tell the mother she have a home in Florida? She spent all her savings in lawyers. She had to pay rent and watch the baby rip her skin because the court, the judges, do not allow she come back to her home. She was obligated to give this baby to this man, obligated to live in New Jersey because they did not believe her. She's the one having her baby alone. She's the one almost died to have her child. And the biological father, they come back in this child life, lying to the judge that the mommy hit the baby and did not show him she was pregnant, which we have all the texts telling him he was the first one to know. I'm gonna make another videos. I'm gonna get the texts. I'm gonna read it to you. The texts that she sent to him. That I was there. I lived through this with her. And they never believed the mother. They never even read these texts. Oh my gosh. It's so sick. They churn. They hurt each bone of my body. That's why my husband had a stroke. He couldn't take it. So, now, I am asking you, helping me. How am I going to find a lawyer? What am I going to do? I don't have any money. Yesterday, here's the taxes. It's in my phone. I have some taxes here that she say, Auntie, I have no money left. My heart and I get very sick. Our friend not able to keep my child every time I go to the hospital. I cannot keep being my husband here alone. When I go to New Jersey to help her, my husband doesn't eat well because he can't cook anymore. I call the TV station. I beg lawyer, please. I went to the Google. I say, please, let me show you. I have a tape that the baby cried for 20 minutes. And the diapers do not allow the mommy open the door. The baby have the blind cord, the curtain in her wrist, in her hand. And this baby cried for 20 minutes. Mommy, I'm not joking, mommy. The cord tied my hands. This man from diapers interviewing after interview the child. They went to interview the child. 2 weeks after, the baby went to the emergency. The baby took antibiotic from the infection caused about the biological father. Doing the baby hours. I don't know if you can say the word here. The baby coming home, show me and show the mommy. This time he spent a long time. She would not allow the mommy to take a picture. And I will need to explain to you why the mommy did not go immediately to the police, because the lawyer told her to not to go to the police. They were taking care. We have the letter that the lawyer at the time, instead the lawyer sent the letter to the judge that the mommy asked the lawyer prior the day that the baby coming home and say, mommy, he did it again. He never stopped. He did it 5 days. That we were waiting for the trial to make the relocation to come home. So this biological father do this knowing the diapers going to lie. And what diapers did? Lie again. That is why my niece replaced the tape that I have here. And I have in a flash drive. That the court has it. The court have the tape. 17 February. Finally, my niece could go through the exhibit and put the tape there. I was inside the courtroom. And the judge stopped the tape and say, this tape is too noisy. Cannot use as evidence. My niece was begging her. My niece confessing to the agent from diapers what he did to her. And the judge say that was not good for evidence because it was too noisy. What a bullshit. That is why they want to shut my mouth. But I'm not afraid, because this is the truth. The judge destroyed this mother's life. The judges, more than one, 4 judges, the one sending her back to New Jersey. No, first was the judge. They give the baby 50% to this man. The custody, 50%. After 2 years, she begged him to don't give my daughter to this man. Then have the judge in 2019 that she told him she goes to the judge after she left the emergency and tell the judge, Your Honor, he did it again. He did it again to stop my relocation. But when my niece, the mommy, Eva Gomez, there, I have her face here in my video. You going, please, go back to the videos. Have 4 videos that I was in the apartment with her in Bayonne. A couple of days after she left the intensive care, they took 3 days for they normalize her heart, because I have to rush myself there, because every time the judge say it was no abuse, not coming home, and say the man is innocent, she goes to intensive care. Her heart doesn't stop. And plus she had the thyroid for years. Then she took medicine for years. She could never do the surgery because of courts. Because she spent 8 years in our courts. So, in the level of the stress. So then, gosh, what I say? It's too much. Overwhelming. I'm sorry. I don't sleep for years. I just blanket here. I gotta listen what I would say.